Hey everybody, it's Preston here, aka Godzilla Hawk, and welcome to the 55th annual Q&A. I'm Preston here, as you already know. And it's been kind of I checked, it's been a long time since I've done a Q&A, but because now I have slightly better internet, it should be a lot easier to do these Q&As now. So, if you are viewing this for the very first time, I'd like to tax my way is. So in the chat room, as you can tell, you can send me a question, and I get to answer honestly, truthfully, how I feel. It could be wrestling, it could be movies, it could be anything over that, anything involving that nature. Honestly, don't know too personal questions. Don't go too personal with that. If you're a troll, I'm just gonna block you and not even respond to you. I don't need any trolls here. But so this is a Q&A, the 55th Q&A. I mean, really think about that means I've done 55 Q&As in total. That's quite an accomplishment for myself. So I'm kind of happy for that. So again, thank you to everybody who suggested the Q&A so much. We've been going 55 Q&A strong, which is awesome. So yeah, just send in a question. Uh, so if you have a question or comment, let me know. So kind of give you up with speed. I'm just kind of relaxing at home right now, so I have work. So we're back on season, which means my schedule is going to be different. So it'll be starting next Friday. I will officially start working from 7 to 3:30. So 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. my time. Starting Friday. So works my schedule's going to change for at least next 3 months. Um, my family's doing fine. Again, Brand's been doing fine. He's done a few reviews. As you can tell, he's been doing a little bit more videos. He now has a new work schedule where he hangs out Mondays or Saturdays and Sundays now. He works Fridays, but he has weekends off like me, so makes things a lot easier for us to kind of relax. Uh, I have not watched the recent G1 Climax matches, the last like couple of them. No spoilers, please, because Brand and I, that's kind of our thing. We were trying to watch the G1 Climax without being spoiled. So we know there's a new one coming out tomorrow, and we've had a few this week. So no spoilers, please, on the G1 Climax. Excuse me. And I'd like to tell you all the names, but if I do, I would be looking at spoilers, and I don't want to be spoiled yet. I want to watch the matches for myself, find out who wins and who loses. So it's gonna be very interesting. See what happens. Before I can tell, I who I predict will win the G1. I think it will be again. Do not tell me anything about the G1. Okay, I have not watched all of them yet. So I'm gonna say I would like Kota Ibushi to win. I would like Sanada, Jay White. I even would like Lance Archer or Will Ospreay. Now I know Will Ospreay apparently suffered a stinger and minor neck injury. So, but he seems to be doing all right now in terms of wrestling. But hopefully he gets speedy recovery very soon. Um, Apparently he suffered a match with his match against Sanada, which we watched. I don't remember when he got hurt, but apparently that's when it happened. But yeah, so I love the G1. I can't wait for it. Greatest wrestling term of all time. You're not even gonna convince me any other way. A lot of great things happening. Of course, we got AEW coming out in fall. We got SmackDown coming to Fox. I think it's in fall as well. So we got quite a bit of interesting fall. We're going to have AEW officially weekly show. We're also going to have, like I said, SmackDown coming to Fox something live. Um, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens coming fall. G1 is going to be very interesting to find out who's going to be heavyweight champion going to the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. And who's going to be challenging for the title. That's going to be interesting as well. A lot of stuff's going to be happening. A lot of crazy stuff's going to be happening. Oh, man. Tired. So it's going to be very so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that. Um, apparently, we're having a Raw reunion next week. We all know what the deal is. This is all just an excuse to say, oh, our ratings are down. Let's bring back every big legend we can. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say like, oh, like I can't wait to see some of these guys back, guys and gals back. But at the same time, like it's just an apology saying like, "Oh, yeah, we can't make stars, so we need the ratings, so let's bring every big name. It's dumb. Um, and the whole Heyman Bischoff thing, I have no idea what's going on because this week it did not feel like Bischoff or Heyman took over all. I didn't feel anything different. Raw was trash. SmackDown was very bland. Um, only slightly better than Raw, but not saying much. So apparently, next this upcoming week, apparently Bischoff will be in charge. But I've also heard that he's not going to be in charge of SmackDown. I don't know what's going on with Heyman. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know when they're actually going to have more control because so far I have seen no change whatsoever this week. So unless they were there and they just had a bad day or they just were still trying to get used to everything, I ain't seeing any real changes. I apologize, guys. Again, like I said, I've been a little tired this past week. Just working. Um, so just give me a quick minute. Let me check something very quick. Going to the comment, I need to do something very quick. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Um, I just need to take care of some stuff. I was doing some laundry, but I'm back now. So, apologies for that. So we got a few people in the chat. Let's go ahead and take it care of. No, Laura. Hello. I laughed so hard when Liv Morgan said there is nothing real about Charlotte. Yeah. Oh yeah, I laughed. I thought that was great. Harry Flynn. Hey Preston. Hello, Harry Flynn, or Flynn 14, I like to call you. No, Laura. Brandy Rhodes. I gotta be brutally honest. You can't wrestle. I'm sorry. Just being honest. I'm not gonna look. I'll say this. She had wrestled one match that I've seen. I've not seen her wrestle anywhere else. It's my first time seeing her against Allie. But yes, Allie definitely needs a lot more work. I'm not going to sit here and say that she did good because she really didn't. But then again, Allie really didn't do great either. And the last few Allie matches I've seen have not been that great. So maybe it's just the pairing that just doesn't work. Maybe both of them need more training. With Brandy Rhodes, I'm more forgivable because she wasn't starting off as a wrestler. She started training to be a wrestler. Allie has no excuse. She's been wrestling for a long time and she hasn't done anything with me personally. I don't know what it is. I want to like her. It's just I don't know what it is. With Brandy, she wrestled one match and unfortunately wasn't good. Does she need more training? Absolutely. I agree. Is she that? Is she going to ring? No, not at all. But in my opinion, it's kind of hard to say she's crap when she's only had one match and get someone who really hasn't really made an impact a whole lot. And no pun intended with her impact days, but with the stuff I've seen from Allie, just so far, I'm like, she's okay, but I don't understand what's so special about her. In fact, I'm more of a fan of Britt Baker. I like Kylie Ray better. I like Rio. I like Nia Rose, and of course, Bea Priestley. Bea Priestley, I think, is not a thing. I know she's my favorite AEW women's wrestler. I'm a fan of her since her WCPW days. Um, so if Brandy were to not wrestle again, I'm not going to be mad at all. But I do agree in some regard that she does need way more work. But at the same time, she's only had one match against Allie, and it was just not good. That doesn't mean she can't improve. But as of right now, yeah, she definitely needs a lot more work. I will agree on that. Here's Brandon. Do you think that Kofi WWE title run has been a joke so far? Personally, should have left New Day. Yes. Look, I will give WWE credit that they've made Kofi into a strong champion. They've done the best they could with him. But the minute he walks out with that theme music, the stupid pancakes, the smile, hopping around, it just makes me wonder what this guy could have been if he was at his Jamaican gimmick, or at least him just being solo without New Day as champion. And I'm just thinking, can we get a fucking champion like Kofi Kingston who comes out and does not have to have the stupid New Day theme song? It's kind of the point where I roll my eyes. Like, I don't like it. They always come out happy, smiling. Even when he gets his ass kicked, he comes to entrance, is like, "Yay, hey kids," and throwing pancakes. And I'm like, where's the old Kofi? Look, I always like Kofi. He's a great performer. The guy deserves the title reign, but I will stand by what I said, and no one's going to change my mind. This is not the Kofi I love. This is not the Kofi I grew up with. The Kofi I grew up with was when he debuted, when he had the Jamaican gimmick, when he beat down Randy Orton, when he was contending inside the Elimination Chamber matches in the past, when he was in all those Money Bank Ladder matches. That's the Kofi I fell in love with, not this comedy jobber-looking guy. That would literally be the equivalent of Stone Cold coming out, not winning the championship, And 11 years later, his gimmick has changed from being this badass to dressing up like this gentleman, this quirky English gentleman who's smiling all the time with a cane, and finally that gimmick gives him the WWE Championship. It doesn't work. I love Kofi to death. I'm glad he's champion. I told everybody since day one this guy was gonna become a champion. It took a little bit longer. I'm happy for the guy, but at the same time, as long as he has his gimmick, it does nothing for me. He's had great matches. He's had a great run so far, but I can't get behind Kofi, not with this gimmick. So that's why I'm praying to God this New Day stuff ends, because I can't take it. Thoughts on it Chapter 2? Personally, I really don't give a crap. I'm just being honest. I don't care. Do you like MLW? Oh, this is Will Ferrell number one. I don't really watch a whole lot of it, so I heard it's good, but I don't really watch a whole lot of it. So unfortunately, I believe Jacob Fatu's the new heavyweight champion, which I know him for his days in APW, and he even wrestled for one of our shows at WWZ for a title. So I know him. So I mean, I've heard good things about MLW, but I just haven't had the time to watch MLW. I've heard it's good, so I'll take your word for it. I just haven't had the time to watch. Joe Cornette is absolutely amazing in commentary. Yeah, and Jim Corey's the biggest dickbag of them all. If he's good on commentary, great. I'm not supporting that fucking prick. Okay? That guy's an asshole. I don't like him. So, with all due respect, please do not bring up Jim Cornette around me. That guy's a fucking prick. He's a twit. I cannot stand him. He may be good coming fine, but I do not like him. Not a fan of him. Do you like any English as commentary 205 Live and NXT UK? I think it's fine. I think I'd like to see him wrestle more. But if you're not gonna have him wrestle, that's probably the best thing for him is just to do commentary. I don't think he's that bad. Thoughts on Jeff Hardy? Jeff, wake the hell up. You have talent left. Don't go wasting getting arrested. I'm just gonna say this. Every time I hear something about Jeff getting arrested, I'm just gonna shrug off and go, whatever. It's the equivalent of giving the championship or main event to Roman Reigns or the title to Brock Lesnar. It comes to a point where, like, I don't care. I don't care. Jeff's a grown man. He knows what he did. He fucked up. He needs to own up to it. He's got a family. He knows what he's doing, but he doesn't care. He's risking his family. He's risking his own life to doing stupid shit. I could come out here and make entire rant videos saying how he should not be doing this. But it's like, why bother? Why bother? He did it. It was a dumb move. He'll probably make it again sometime in the next few months. I have no idea. Hey, Preston. Hey, Flat Screen Gamer. Thoughts on KO Push? I'm glad he's brought back being babyface. I didn't like it when he turned heel. So I'm glad that KO's finally getting more proper time as a proper babyface and he's possibly getting pushed better. Kevin Owens is the guy I really want to see succeed really bad. Why did Mitch delete his entire channel? I get this question so often, and I wish Mitch was here right now to explain it. Look, I'm going to say this without giving too much away. One of the big reasons for him for getting rid of YouTube is because he has a job, and he doesn't want his job finding out about the videos and quite possibly getting in trouble. So Mitch is just, he's been busy. He's got a life now. He's got a girl. He's helping out family, friends. So he just doesn't have time for YouTube. If he has time to come back for YouTube, he'll gladly come back. He will. Knowing him, I have no problem with him come back. I just don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. Again, I don't wanna say he quit YouTube. Maybe one half of me is saying because that's selfish of me, I don't want him to quit, but at the same time, I can't blame him. I mean, the guy's got a life now. He probably just doesn't have the time. So, that's the best thing I can do at that point. He needs to stop uploading what he believes. Basically what I said, he had his job, and he just doesn't want people finding out about, his videos, like, the stuff that he said and stuff. Nothing involving the racist stuff, but just, like, the swearing stuff because, he's a teacher, and he teaches kids, and he doesn't want the kids to go find his channel and learn about this stuff. This is what their teacher does. That's just it. That's the basic stuff. Basic thing right there. Do we let the icons win the women's tag team titles? It'll be fine. Well, you kill the women's tag division again. No, I agree. You gave it to Iconics, which was the right move to do. But ever since then, they have done nothing. What was the point of bringing the women's tag titles if you weren't going to do anything with them? Oh, now they're doing something with them in the Kabuki Wars. I hate that name so much. Yeah, because Kairi Sane and Asuka are Japanese, they're Asian, so Kabuki Warriors, they're Asian. It's like when Psychosis is Super Crazy were the Mexicools, get because they're cool because they drive on lawnmowers and they're Mexicans. Or Crime Time, yeah, because they're black, so black guys do crime. Like, oh my god, hate that, hate it, so hate it. I don't know what they're doing to win. I'm just hoping to God if Kairi Sane and Oscar win, they put some freaking effort into those belts. Because otherwise, you might as well just get rid of them. Because they mean nothing at this point. Plus, when they wins tag team division, it also hurts the women's single division. Because then you got to take women wrestlers out to put in the women's tag team division, and that shortens the women's division. It hurts bad. I hope they do something quick. Thoughts on Austin say he regrets the Moxley interview. You know, uh, you know, whether you agreed with Stone Cold or you didn't, Stone Cold said himself that he apologized. He made a mistake. And he's willing to do his second interview. So really, he was a man. He apologized like a man. He thought it was crap, and let's be honest, it was. Whether it's his fault or Moxley, it doesn't matter. It was bad, and he admits he would like to do a do-over one day. So honestly, I got no real problems with that. You know, he was just being a man, and I respect him for being a man. Have you heard of this interview Starcast with Jim Ross? Are you talking about Moxley's interview with Jim Ross? No, I haven't. If that's what you're going for, I don't know what you're applying there. Red Roma or Fafafui. Jim Cornette is burying AEW shoulder week to doubt they can even grab the action. First of all, Jim Cornette can eat a dick for all I care. Like I said before, Jim Cornette means nothing to me. Period. I don't watch his stuff. He's a crabby old man that hates all wrestling now. If it's not his wrestling, it's all garbage to him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the fans love it. It doesn't matter if the other wrestlers like it. If it does not appeal to Jim Cornette and his standards, he hates it. NXT is still the best wrestling product right now. Jim Cornette probably hates it. Lucha Underground was awesome. Jim Cornette hated it. New Japan is amazing. They're having the G1 Climax. Jim Cornette probably hates that. AEW has yet to have a bad show, yet Jim Cornette's bashing it. I am done with Jim Cornette. I don't care about Jim Cornette. I don't care what happens to him. I don't care if he likes something. I don't care if he doesn't like something. He doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care about his opinion because I know the man click onto a video that has Jim Cornette reviewing something or talking about something, it's going to be a rant and a negative review. I don't need to watch that. If I want to watch the reviews, more honest reviews, I go watch the Lexman. I listen to the Solid Monster. I'll go listen to Dave Meltzer, Brian Alvarez on their thoughts. I'll go watch anybody else. Jim Cornette is one of the last people I will ever listen to. Period. Now, wait. Okay, let me go back up because I'm getting a lot of stuff here. Okay, here we go. And now I'm starting to doubt they can grab the average fan. Grab the average fan. Let me see here. AEW's All Out is the next pay per view. That like the official pay per view. August 31st, my birthday. Did that show sell out in 15-30 minutes? Completely sold out within minutes. All AEW needs to do is just continue this momentum, and trust me, I'm not saying within a year, 2 years, 5 years, but eventually it's going to grow. Because let's be honest, until WWE stops bullshitting around and actually puts in the effort in a Bronx, they're going to tune out and go watch AEW. So right now, AEW is on a good start, but I agree they're not going to be better than WWE at this point. However, do not count AEW out because all it's going to take is good booking and good shows from AEW, and WWE shame the bed, and bam, then things are going to change. And again, not saying WWE's going to go out of business anytime soon, but they need to take this thing more seriously. So don't count out AEW just yet. Because right now they're selling out shows. Not all the time, but most of the time they're selling out shows very quickly. So just don't count them out yet. Cornette may be right about that. Well, first of all, they haven't had a weekly show yet. Let me clarify that. They have only been having shows or pay-per-views. They have yet to have a weekly show. Once the weekly show happens, then we're going to find out. And yes, I'm not expecting like 1 billion fans to be watching every single week. But I am expecting it, as long as it's a good show, to slowly increase. Remember, they're on TNT. They're on a big cable network. Once the months and weeks go by, when we get the weekly shows, then we'll get a better idea. Until then, Jim Cornette needs to shut up. Good for Mitch. I miss some of his videos, but good for he has a job in life. No, I agree. He's doing a great job. Thoughts about Chencho of NXT, Aaron FS1, listen as well, any the other show. I'm going to be definitely busy on Wednesdays. I'll tell you that for sure. I'll tell you that for sure. I will definitely be busy on Wednesdays if that happens. But at least NXT will be fucking on television. Thank God. What's worse, Wild Card Row or 24/7 title? Oh, not even close. Wild Card. The 24/7 title can actually make me laugh and actually can be entertaining when done right. The Wild Card rule has been bullshit since day one. At least with the 24/7 championship, they made it work. Even with that ugly title, they made it work. The Wild Card rule, the minute they said that, it was dead. The championship thing had a chance. Wild Card rule never stood a chance the minute it was announced. Hands down, Wild Card rule, way worse. Not even close. Vince is gonna counter pro AEW come October. He's never gonna AEW take off. That's fine. But here's the thing. What's he gonna do? Call in Stone Cold Steve Austin every week? He's gonna call on The Rock or the New Age House. That's a good one. Cause get Billy Guts part of AEW now. He's gonna get Hulk Hogan, Mr. Racist Brother. Until WWE can learn how to do a proper show without involving legends, at this point, it's anybody's ball game. Now, if you're telling me that if WWE is like doing great right now, I'd be saying, "Oh yeah, fuck, AEW is gonna be good," but they're not. AEW is gonna crush them. But for now, it's anybody's ball game. So far, AEW's winning, and they haven't even had a weekly show yet. Just saying. Starcast show on August 31st has advertised the Olds Bar interview of John Moxley with him. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, then that's going to be interesting. I'm definitely interested in seeing what happens with that. Jigger may mean nothing to you, but he's clear and then there's a Georgia said, fuck you, Jim Cornette during that match. That's crazy. Yeah. Thank you, Janelle. That's all I have to say. That's really all I have to say. Just applaud to Joey Janelle for that. Thank you. Thank God John Moxley is free for W. Now he can do things now wherever. Yes. Just look at the way he walks, he wrestles, he acts. He looks like a new man. And how ironic that when they're in WWE, they're watered down, they're boring, you get sick of them. But the minute they get released and they go wrestle somewhere else, it's like they're a completely different person. How ironic. I find it very ironic. Did you see Far From Home? It was it better than Homecoming? Oh, you're talking about Spider-Man. I might actually have liked Far From Home more. I have to rewatch the movie again. But I think you're right. I think, yeah, Far From Home might have been better. I have to rewatch it though. Thoughts on Paul Heyman's Raw? Well, it's not really Paul Heyman's Raw. Well, at least on this Monday, because I couldn't tell. If this was a Paul Heyman's Raw, I might want Paul Heyman out. Because this Raw was trash. I want to bet $1,000,000 Paul did not run the show. It was a Vince show. Because that's what it felt like, a Vince show. I'm excited for AEW. I hope AEW succeeds. If you like Cornette, good, but I don't want anything to do with that bastard. Period. Now we could get Sky to Archer this tag team. Jesus Christ. What are your thoughts on the USA Network interviewing W shows? The Wild Card Roll 24/7 reunion, World Networks ideas. If that's the case, fuck USA. Did you hear about Joey Janela Enzo finding paperwork throwing back away in the video? I'm gonna be real. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't. Just I heard about yes. I don't care. They had altercation. Joey Janela, Enzo Amore. The minute I hear Enzo, I'm like, what? Fuck this. I'm done. Vince gonna put NXT up against AEW. Oh, that's good. Which is actually quite funny because they know NXT is better than the main roster then. If that's the case, that's hilarious. But honestly, I would not be surprised if Vince like, don't like Triple H. Everyone keeps saying NXT's good. It's even better than my show. So, we know AEW is going to possibly be on Wednesdays now. We need you to put NXT on weekly shows now on Wednesdays. Can you do that, please? Yeah. Uh, thoughts on new Halloween sequels? They're happening. So I'm looking forward to that for the next couple of years. Thoughts of him taking time off. I mean, apparently he's getting married and all that. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, were they really doing anything with him? Not really. What does AEW do on their debut in your opinion? I would start building like what Sean Khan said, or Tony Khan, sorry, what Tony Khan said. They're going to focus on their tag team division. Start doing the tag team tournament for the inaugural tag team championship. Start off big with like a tag team tournament for inaugural tag team championships. And then even build out the women's division a little bit. I mean, that seems like a strong start. Killmon's being able to deliver unscripted promos is just amazing. I love Kiro's babyface. Oh, that's King Segar 94. Yeah, apparently Killmon's is allowed to cut unscripted promos. And you know how it seems more natural coming from KO? It just seems more natural, and I like that. Wrestlers should be given more opportunities to cut unscripted promos. Vince gonna put on WWE shows to go against AEW like he did with the Evolve show. And I will say that that was a mega dick move on W's part. That I blame on W. That was on AEW. And here's why. Because AEW show was not a publicity show, it was a charity show for gun violence. W thought, oh, they're doing just another show. We'll put Evolve on there. Dudleys were dicks at that point. I don't care if it's Triple H or Vince that said put that show on there, but they were douchebags for doing that because all AEW was doing was putting on a fucking show for charity. It was a charity show. And yet WWE took it as a fucking like big old pay-per-view. It's a fucking charity show, and they had to put a different program on that exact same day. Dick fucking move. Can Joe be credible threat? He just lost a major feud. He has a run thing. He's got Bray Wyatt real pretty. Clearly, somebody watches Saw Monster. Then you have been. You must be listening to Saw Monster. Then you must be a Saw Monster fan. Will Viral be in WWE anytime soon? I don't think so because I think they. I don't know if they sign new contracts or not. It depends on the contract thing. Jungle Boy Luchasaurus are awesome tag team. I love them as individuals. I agree. They're a fun tag team. I think they should be tag team for a while, but I like them individually. I've been a Luchasaurus fan since Lucha Underground, and I've been a mega Jungle Boy fan ever since APW. I love them both. But them as a tag team, I like them as a tag team a lot. They're a great duo. But single stars, they're going to be big players someday. Trust me. I'm putting my money on the line that they're not only going to be a great tag team, they're going to be two of the biggest single stars in that company. And those are two guys they should probably build around, my personal opinion. Kevin Owens is going back to the main event if he keeps it up. I hope Big Larry gets the same opportunity. I agree. That's what pissed me off about Corners Review. You bash all the show and did mention the mic. That's exactly my point. I don't have to go watch his show or listen to him and just know he ruins it. The fact he didn't mention it was a charity show. People forget that. AEW's Fight for the Fallen was not just a AEW show or wrestling show. It was for a good cause. It was for gun violence. It was a charity. They donated money to the victims. They donated money to Florida for victims of gun violence. That's what it was. It was a charity show. But I guess people like Jim Cornette are too fucking egotistical to fucking open up their goddamn brains and figure that one out. Instead, they're just, oh, you did a flippy shit, and oh my god, they're doing all these flips and dives, and they ain't selling. This is shit. That's all it is. I know Jim Cornette like a back of a book, and I don't even know the guy personally. Would you want Orton in AEW? I mean, to be different, I would say be different. I just hope they won't. I just hope they don't rely on him too much. Because honestly, Orange is boring. He's not. I've never been a fan of Orton for years. Next year, they do it does another charity show in WWE Air Saudi Arabia. The day that happens, I'm going to fucking die. I will laugh my ass off if they do that. If I'm swear to God, if WWE posts a Saudi Arabia show on the same day that AEW does another charity show like this, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking die. How ironic. How ironic. One show who's doing a show in a country where there's completely sexist toward women and their government is so bad, they're bullshit liars, they kill and hack people. And they have another fucking promotion where they're doing charities for like violence and victims of gun violence and other stuff that happened. How ironic. How fucking ironic would that be? That would be fucking awesome just for the stupidity of it on Dudley's part. Next, yes, I watched some Monster, but is he wrong? I'll say this, if Joe keeps losing the way he's been, give it a few more years and yeah, he'll start losing credibility. I'll be a Joe fan still, but he needs to start getting some titles and wins. Those should be ashamed of those Steiner shows. I fucking agree. But we know why they do it. That sweet Saudi money, that sweet Saudi money, electric boogaloo, in the words of Saw Monster. Lucha Dragon for a big is athletic as hell. Lucha Dragon. Lucha Dragon? Oh, you're talking about Luchasaurus. Okay, I think that they might have auto corrected. Okay, that told me something like Lucha Dragon. They have been a team for years. That's the thing I'm talking about. When I talked to former Lucha Underground wrestler Cobra Moon, because I'm also Facebook friends with her, I got to talk to her and meet her in person one time. She was telling me about him. What his name was Vivara in Lucha Underground. She talked about it. I was like, yeah, he's a tall guy, but he's really good in the ring. He's really quick. And especially seeing now I can see why he's tall, he's big, but the guy is athletic, he's quick. He's very impressive for a guy his size. That's one reason I'm a big fan. What I like about Owens and Shane feud is that they always hate each other. The only difference is that now Owens is big. In terms of storyline wise, yeah. I'm pretty sure in real life they have some respect for each other, but in the show, yeah, obviously they hate each other. Personally, I would like to see Owens do something else and just get rid of Shane once and for all. I just hope if they more likely do this match that Owens just squashes Shane and then that's it. We don't hear from Shane for a while because I'm a Shane McMahon fan. I will say that, but even I have to admit that I'm getting sick of Shane now on my TV. Just give him off TV for a while. That's all I have to say. Cornette's gonna give a embarrassment ways is be again. I don't want to talk about Cornette anymore. That's kind of where some of the problems start. In fact, I would say the problems really start when he hate Kevin Owens. I mean, he hate Kevin Owens. You know, he admits he hates Kevin Owens, but then he lies. Says, "Oh, I never had a problem with Kevin Owens." And Kevin Owens has gone on record saying, "No, Cornette didn't like me." I find that ironic. Cornette says, "Oh, I hate Owens," but the next minute, "Oh, I never had a problem with Owens." I don't want to talk about that. One time it does another Blood Money show or actually charity show that AEW does. I will take a picture and post it on Twitter. Choice or side blame. If you do that, send that to Solid Monster if you can. That'll be fucking hilarious. One show is promoting government beheads, slashes, and stones of abuse for being gay, leaving religion, model car, government service. And yeah, other is a charity for victims of violence. Pretty much. In other words, it's the equivalent of going to it's the equivalent of a dentist, me going to dentist appointment, and on the same day, my family's going on this all-you-can-eat buffet. It just doesn't. It's like what? I got sick of Shane to the point I stopped watching wrestling from until 2 weeks ago. Wow. Well, I see Base 8 did raise comes after. That's not good. No, that is good. Because guess what? That means AEW has got to try. See, that's the thing people are forgetting about this. This is why we want you should be room for AEW. Because all this is going to do is going to do what WCWF did back in the day. It's going to create a war. It's going to push them to be better. So if WWE does a better show at AEW, then that means AEW's got to get better. And that's going to push them to get better. If AEW beats WWE in the weeks, then that means shit. WWE's got to go, crap, we got to book a better show. It's called competition. It's about competitiveness. This is why I want AEW to be a success, because that means WWE will get better. They will have to get better. That's why I want AEW to be a success, so WWE can get better. Remember, people, the Blood Money for 10 years. Fuck my life. I know, don't even remind me. I was sad coming back to wrestling after Royal Rumble, but I can't stand WWE without having to take breaks from it for a product. I don't blame you. I really don't. The past tense Shingy and the wild card rule made me leave. Yeah, that I do it. Could they compete with WWE Real War though? Yes. Yes, they could. At this rate, AEW can surpass WWE with ease. All WWE needs to do is just continue the bullshit they're doing now. If they really want to remain top dog, they have to put in the effort. Hands down. AEW, all they need to do is put on good to great shows, and all WWE needs to do is to be shitty as they are right now. And that means no continuity. These stupid 2 out of 3 fall matches. All the fucking time. This wild card rule. Horrible comedy. Terrible women matches. That's all they need to do. AEW will slowly get viewership. And it'll become big. Because let's think about this. How many times, I'm willing to guess, how many people thought WCW wouldn't beat WWF or wouldn't be a serious threat back in the day? A lot of people probably. And look what happened. WCW became WWE's biggest rival. To a point where they beat them in 83 weeks straight. All it takes is that one moment for fans to switch. You should not be thinking, can AEW compete with WWE? You should be thinking, are we going to get this epic war? Or I hope we get this war and it turns out to be good. Because let's be honest, TNA tried and they failed. Because TNA was never ready with that. And that's one thing AEW is doing the right thing. They're not competing with like Raw and SmackDown. Because I will stand by this. It's the war should not be with AEW and WWE until WWE gets their act together. It's the war should be NXT and AEW. I'm a bigger fan of NXT. I'll always be a bigger fan of NXT. But man, but if AEW starts putting better products, I'll stand here and say AEW is better. But it is not fair for me to say AEW is better than NXT because they have not had a weekly show. But the minute they do that and they start putting up good quality matches, then that might change. But again, AEW needs to focus on doing what they need to do, and WWE, what they need to do is get their head out of their ass. That's what they need to do. That's me being honest. I actually miss Fall 822 WWE because they're awful again. Yeah. Thoughts of Bay vs. Ember? I'm excited. I think the build-up will be shit, but at least it's a fresh, different match. The match that I think, if given time and effort, it could be a great match. Me being honest. Last question. Does anything needs to rise or is it just 25-minute matches? Oh. Guys, in the comments chat, in the comments, I don't want to answer that question. If you guys can answer that question for him, please, I appreciate it. Watch if Tanissa Butcher goes W, or if she does it, she'll go have gotten Charlotte's push, or Charlotte would have been jealous of Tanissa Blanchard's success. I'm a bigger fan of Tanissa Blanchard for what I've seen from her. And come to the point, I'll take Tanissa Blanchard over Charlotte. I just can't stand Charlotte getting shoved down her throats. Thoughts on the Fiend Wyatt? This has potential to be not just the best thing Brian Wyatt's career. This has potential to be one of the faces of the company, period. And this has potential to be one of the greatest things in WWE, period. They have to book it right. That's all they need to do. This Fiend Wyatt is amazing. I love the mask by Tom Savini. I love everything about it. But they need to book it right. He looks great. His debut was great. The problem is, though, what's really going to matter is his booking. And if they have him lose like they did last time, he's not going to be taken seriously. It's going to be a joke. You got a good thing going. Do not screw it up. What's up, President? Hey, man. Hey, man. I was wondering if there can be the new day, but bummed out of fuck Jim Cornette. Says no more Jim Cornette. I'm saying sick of that. I'm on the terms. I just want to ban that fucking name. Well, I haven't just said. I remember everyone loved it, and now he's pretty controversial. Because Seth Rollins is being a dickbag. He's being an idiot. This is the same guy that pretty much said, and I quote, John Moxley took his ball and went home. Which in reality, he didn't. He waited until his contract expired and then left. This is the same guy that turned a Will Ospreay little banter, friendly little banter on social media into I got more money than you. This is the same guy that bashes the fans because we said, oh, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins don't have chemistry. And what's his response? We're jealous because he has Becky Lynch. What the fuck does that have to do with anything with them having no chemistry? We're not saying they can't be together. We're not saying they don't have good chemistry. But on TV, it's forced and it's cringy. And his response is, "Oh, we're just because we're dating Becky, we're not." What the fuck does that have to do with chemistry? We're talking about the chemistry, not how we're jealous. What the fuck is wrong with Rollins? The guy's becoming a prick. I don't know if it was because he was the champion. I don't know if it was pressure. I don't know, but he became a prick. I don't know what's going on. There's nothing controversial about it. He was being a dick. I'll give him credit. He's apologized for the Ospreay comment. But he's yet to apologize to his fans. He's yet to apologize to Moxley about the things he said about him. Endo does have stories. Yep. Do you think WWE has given up on Roman as the guy carrying the company on his back? I will say they have slowly kept Reigns back from the title picture. So, but I'm not gonna really say that he's not gonna be the guy because I don't know. One minute they'll be like, oh, he's not the guy. The next thing you know, we gotta have Roman back. Eagles Reigns, damn it. So I'm still saying Roman Reigns is the guy unless things change. Because at this point, I have no idea. I'll say Brock Lesnar's probably their guy. Their fucking part timers probably the guy because they give more credit to fucking Lesnar than they have to any other fucking talent. He's still a top guy, but sharing it with the likes of Seth and KO to be a lesser extent miss. Yeah, I guess you're right. Favorite is wise haven't been like a best each other. Like oh, like yeah, somebody said that too, like almost like a split personality thing. Yeah, like they should do with someone like Finn Balor, have it be like split personality, where like Noah Bray Wyatt's more like friendly, he's happy, he wrestles a certain way, but when it comes to Finn, he's more aggressive, more dirty, more violent. Kind of how Finn Balor is. Or should be like Finn Balor, the man. Maybe he's a nice guy. He's a good wrestler. But when he's a fiend, he's serious. He's got new moveset. He's more vicious and vile. Just do something like that. I think that would be great for a character. I love the Firefly Funhouse stuff they did. It's awesome. But again, it's all going to depend on the booking. That's what's going to matter. He has a great look. He's in great shape. We love him right now, but snap a finger, it could happen Monday. He could get buried on Monday. He could get buried. All it takes is 2 words: Vince McMahon. That's all it takes. Moxie ever responded to Raw's Nasty Comics? I don't think he did. Did Seth hate? Did the Seth start tweets? Wait, did the Seth Rollins hate start with the tweets, or was it before? Well, there were reports he's been kind of a dick in the past, but the recent heat has started ever since Rollins mentioned on Twitter that WWE's the best pro wrestling on the planet. That's when the negativity started out, and then ever since then, it's been out of control. That's when it really started. Rollins has been known to be kind of a dip backstage, but Twitter has been kind of, like very low key on Twitter. But ever since the whole Dudley's Bear, the best wrestling product in the world, that's when it really got out of hand. That was the start of it. Does it actually say fans are just because he has Becky Lynch? Yes. I was shocked too. Go on Ringside News. I think he said on Twitter or interview. I think it was Twitter. That's pretty much what he said. That was his explanation of why we hate them and why they're so cringy and why their chemistry sucks. What's his reason? Because we are jealous because he's got Becky Lynch. Yeah, you know what? We are jealous with Alexa Bliss when she was with Buddy Murphy, but guess what? She had better chemistry with Braun Strowman on TV, and they were even a couple. Finn Balor Bailey had great chemistry back in NXT with those house shows and all that, but they were together in real life. But Bailey is still in a relationship with Aaron Solo. Edge and Lita had chemistry, were together during that time frame in '05 and early '06. But they had great chemistry on TV. Triple H and Stephanie, same thing. Great chemistry on TV. What does them having to be with anybody have to do with anything about chemistry? So that means because Velveteen Dream and Kathy Kelly, let's say they are dating, which rumor is. Let's say they're on TV and they become a thing, and they become cringy. It's just it doesn't work out. The writing's terrible, and the fans go, "Well, it's cringy. It's not really working. The on-screen chemistry for storyline stuff like that is not working." And Velveteen Dream just went on and said, "You're just jealous because I have Kathy Kelly." We're not saying Kathy Kelly's hot or we want banger. We're saying that you two on screen as an on screen couple, the dialogue is terrible and it's very cringy. It just doesn't work. Like, seriously. Oh my God, Rollins, do you have a brain? Or did you take too many suicide dive shots to hurt it? Come on. WWE broke Seth. Now he's coming in. Oh yes, Dean took his ball and went home. Now he no wait he Tim exactly. Now Stone Cold 2002. That when he walked out, that was take his ball and walking home. What CM Punk did was take his ball and going home. What Pac did, aka Neville, that was take his ball and going home. But waiting for your contract to expire and then leaving is not walking out. That is not taking your ball and going home. Thoughts on heel AJ? I always prefer AJ as a babyface, but as a heel, it keeps things fresh. So I don't mind it. And at least the club, like Gals Anderson, finally being utilized on TV again. Thank God. And see about Ken WWE, never gonna happen. No. Who would you book him in a feud? Fuck. Rollins would be awesome. I'd love to see him and Kevin Owens. The promos along with them. Him and AJ, I'd like to see him have a match. I don't know. Honestly, most of them. There'll be a lot of guys I'd love to see him fight. Do you think WWE wrestlers are just of AEW's rim? I'm gonna say this. It's a cold fact that at least half the roster wants to get out of their contracts and wants to go to AEW, if not at least somewhere else. That's going to be a fact. I guarantee you that. It's a fact. At least half of them want out of their contracts, and half of them are thinking, maybe WWE isn't for me. I know that for a fact. Or AEW wrestlers of WWE wrestlers money out. Or are AEW's jealous of WWE's money? I mean, AEW makes just as much money as WWE. Do you know who their guy is? Who their main chairman, who owns the company, is? Tony Khan, the son of Sean Khan or Shaw Khan. I forgot his dad's name, but he's the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's a billionaire, and I checked Vince McMahon and him. The guy has more money than Vince. I know. I've actually checked their how much they're worth. Tony Khan is worth more than Vince. Go check out. I'm not even lying. I'm more invested in Becky than Seth, honestly. I think a lot of people will say that, but then again, even Becky kind of lost a little bit of momentum. I'd like to see Brock squash Bray on Raw. Your video would be epic. Oh no, I want to do a review. If that happens, I'm not going to talk about it. Fuck that shit. No, I do not like come out here and ranting. I want to talk and have good time. Fuck that. Screw that bullshit. Andrade and I have great chemistry, even though they're Danish for Aleister Black. Well, correction. Zelina's married to Aleister Black, but I get what you're saying. Exactly. Exactly. Also, Finn Kennedy broke up a year ago. Why her? No, they broke up because Finn's apparently engaged to this new person. Austin Punk and Pac were all justified in taking their ball and going home. Yeah, but Steve Austin did say that walking out during that time, he admitted that was the worst decision of his career. But still, they did take their ball and went home. Whether they're right in the right or wrong. They took their ball and went home. John Moxley didn't. He waited until his contract expired. What do you think WWE raises salaries for their employees, their contracts because of AEE or AEW? Oh, for Southern Talent, they're for tag team lower card guys, they're giving them $500,000 contracts. Ridiculous money. Oh yeah, Seth, we are all jealous of you dating Becky. My dude, okay, we get it. You're dating Becky. What do you want? Freaking Gomel? Exactly. Congratulations. We all love Becky Lynch. We'll make this right now. We all like Becky Lynch. We all think Becky Lynch is attractive. She's sexy. We all love to marry her. We all like to main her. We all get it. But what does Becky Lynch's attractiveness have anything to do with your chemistry? Not your behind closed doors chemistry. I mean your on screen chemistry. Jesus Christ. Dad's name is Shahid Khan. Okay. It's pronounced Shad. Shade or Shad? Okay, Shad Khan. Okay. Were all the heels on SmackDown supposed to be Shane's side? I don't know. Wait, what? Why are all the heels on SmackDown supposed to be on Shane's side? Because Shane's a heel, so heel, I guess. Fucking knows. Let's see. How much time have I? Oh, I've done this for over an hour. So you know what? I think it's a good time to end. I'm going to go ahead and end this off. So thank you again so much for sending your questions. Um, I'm going to go ahead and end this off. Thank you so much for sending your questions and comments. Um, I don't know when the next reviews or live reactions or Q&As will be, but stay tuned. They'll be soon. There'll possibly be more videos coming out. Excuse me. Sorry, tired still. But other than that, thank you so much for watching and commenting and sending me questions. All I want to say is take care of my peeps. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next time.